Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of October 24th. Now do keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and get a shuffle in here for you, Aquarius. All right, now I'm using the Tarot Muka as well as the After Tarot and the Prism Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel for regular updates, especially if you do watch my content regularly. All right, let's go ahead and make sure we're all set up here and in view. Then we'll get right into it. Go and take 1, 2, 3 of these cards, and then we'll also put this right here. Cool. All right, energy on the bottom. You have the Ace of Cups. Some of you could have really met somebody here recently. If I'm looking at this, you have a really nice reading here showing up for this week. Ace of Cups is like new love begins in your life. So obviously this can say that you've had a meeting with somebody that went really well. Maybe this was a date. Maybe this was, a meeting in some other ways. And maybe there's some interest there romantically if you're looking for love, if you're looking to maybe date and you're single. The Ace of Cups could also be that you are simply walking into a period of time here that makes you really happy, or you're initiating something in your life that can spring on happiness. That's probably what is going on for those of you who are already in a marriage or in a healthy relationship or whatever the case may be. Some of you are initiating something in your life that springs on some level of new happiness here. And I definitely love to see that for you showing up in the cards. So let's just go ahead and dive in. So in the overall situation, you do have this Knight of Wands, which, this could have happened very quickly here, okay? Some of you have really initiated something is what I feel. That word is coming into my mind, initiate. Some of you really initiated something. You can see this Knight of Wands is content on getting to their final destination or on getting from point A to point B or on getting to where they need to go. The Knight of Wands can really bring about a move, like a change in your location, a change in your zip code. This can certainly happen with the Knight of Wands. And this could also just be about travel as well, travel to distant lands or distant places. You do have the Eight of Wands here in the past. So, you do have two travel cards here as well. So some of you might be doing that or initiating some type of travel for the future for you. What I would say is with the Knight of Wands as well and the Ace of Cups, if this isn't about moving or whatever, or travel or whatever, you could have really met somebody that makes you excited, that inspires you, that excites you, somebody that you enjoy being around in your life, somebody that is fun, right? Somebody that's fun to be around. And with the Ace of Cups and Knight of Wands, that certainly is a nice combination for new love. Now, will this person be here forever? It's hard to say on this reading because the Knight of Wands person, they like to have fun, right? And so you can let your mind go to where it needs to go on that. This is somebody who's quick to shift their position, but it doesn't matter right now because it seems like sparks are flying and things are going well for you right now. So you do have a counterpart here, so I will say I'm not saying that this won't be long term or there isn't potential here, because you do have the Emperor and the Empress, which is like a power couple. It's a strong counterpart in the tarot, and so that certainly is good if you are here for new love. Now in the past, you have the Eight of Wands, you have the Star, and you also have the Three of Pentacles here. You might have met somebody through work for some of you with this Three of Pentacles, or maybe like a friend of a friend or a colleague was like, hey, I got this new person that you might be interested in meeting up with or whatever. With the Three of Pentacles, you have your energy here with the Star. The Star is the card of Aquarius. I love the Star card. It's one of my favorite cards in the tarot. I'll talk about that more, but you do have this Three of Pentacles. So some of you might have met somebody through another person. I don't think that's for everybody, but I do think some of you have. I also think that some of you here have been collaborating more. Maybe if you own a business, or even you've had to recently work with somebody on a project. I do think that you've done very well in that area. Three of Pentacles, it refers to your colleagues, as you probably know by now, but it also represents rewards and recognition for, as you see here, building something great. As you see the mallet in their hand, they're building a statue. And it can be rewards and recognition for doing quality work or building something great in your life. So, I think that this has been going on, and I think you've initiated this as well. With the Eight of Wands is like really, I love the Eight of Wands. Something that happens so quickly that you can't even really have time to catch your breath anymore, And it is the feeling of getting unstuck. It's accelerated motion. It's moving ahead. It's moving along. It's all of those sorts of things when you have this Eight of Wands card. It also is a card of long distance travel, potentially. Like I said, I think some of you have been thinking about it. I don't know if you're in the middle of it now. I think some of you have been thinking about it. Here is this upper row, is the row of your thoughts. I think you've really been initiating that or thinking about that or kind of doing something with that here recently. You do have the Star card showing up, which again is your energy. Again, I think that this is just referring to you really doing you moves. I think this has really opened up some nice opportunities for you to meet maybe a counterpart if you're single, but also think in work as well. There could have been some nice opportunities that have opened up for you. The Star is about a wish being granted. And so I do think that things have been going your way here recently, Aquarius. Now, in the current situation, you have the Four of Swords, you have the Knight of Wands, and you have the Emperor. So, the Emperor, this is somebody who is a boss. It's big boss energy. This is somebody who's extremely successful in their work or in their career. They climb the career ladder. In fact, they've already sort of climbed the career ladder when you get the Emperor card here. And so this can also refer to the person that you work under. If you're not the boss, this can refer to your boss. And this can also just say that you, if none of those are resonating, this can also just say that you are really kind of taking a stable approach to your situation. In other words, you're really serious. You have a level of authority about you. And you have a game plan, you have a strategy, you execute the strategy. That type of deal could be going on here with this card showing up. And so also really nice to see for you. It is an omen of success in business. Knight of Wands says that you are really passionate about what you can do or about what you're doing here. You can see the volcanoes overflowing in the background, indicating passion, an explosion of passion in your life. It's also Aries energy with the Emperor. So some of you could have met an Aries in your life here. They could have Aries, by the way, in any part of their chart. Try not to get hung up on the signs because the natal chart's big. But you do have this Four of Swords, which is interesting because the Four of Swords asks you to take a rest or to do something to maybe de-stress. It just came into my mind, something about de-stressing or removing triggers maybe. You can see this person is resting. They're healing from a heartbreaking situation, potentially. One way of looking at the Four of Swords, you see the Three of Swords card on the wall above this person. And it could say that you're healing from a heartbreaking situation. I don't know if I necessarily see that here in the past. I see very good things. There might be something about de-stressing here, okay? There might be something about de-stressing here. What I will say is the Eight of Wands suggests that something's on the way. It's on the way, okay? And so there's no need to worry about, when's it gonna come? How's it gonna come? How's it gonna arrive? When's it gonna get here? What will it look like? Where will it be? Blah, 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 all of that sort of stuff. You can let go of that, I feel like saying. And you can really de-stress at this time, knowing that you're making major moves here with the Emperor, the Knight of Wands. And then this is also leading you to something new here with the Ace of Cups. Now, in the future, you have the Empress, you have the Nine of Cups, and you also have the Nine of Wands here. So with these double nines, you're very close to something. Okay, you're very, very close to something. And, you know, this is a final push that's showing up in the cards. The Nine of Wands says, do not give up, you know. I feel like saying results are on the way here, especially because we do have this interesting diagonal, which is all wands. Eight of Wands, Knight of Wands, Nine of Wands. Diagonals are directions that you are headed, okay? I do think that this victory, you know, if you're looking for a victory or if you're looking for results, it's closer than you think. But it's not here yet, okay? It's not here yet. It's coming quickly, but it's not here yet. And, you know, what I would say is like an example I used recently in a reading is like, you know, you're running a marathon, you're on the last mile. Why would you give up? You know, why would you give up at the last mile? And so it's this idea, I think some of you are on the last leg of your journey or in whatever this is connected to. And so I would say like keep moving forward. You have this Nine of Cups, which is another wish card. So you have the Star and the Nine of Cups in a row, okay? And so it's in this row here. And, you know, that looks very good for you, okay? We could say that this is like a progression as well. In some respects, it's in your day-to-day. The middle row here is your day-to-day. And so those three cards lining up, definitely like to see that in this reading, okay? The Nine of Cups says that your wish could be fulfilled or that you are moving into a period of emotional contentment. Along with this, you have the Empress, which again is the counterpart to the Emperor in the tarot. So it is possible that some of you, definitely new love begins here with the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Some of you could be finding somebody that's exciting, but also there could be staying power here. Okay, could be staying power here with this person. This would feel like a very nice connection. The Empress is a major energy of abundance, though, in one's life, if it's not about anything else that I've just mentioned. So let's go ahead and let's start to clarify this situation even more. So looking at the oracles, you have success, faith, and anxiety. So this is very simple with the Four of Swords here and the anxiety card as well as the faith card. It's on the way, okay? It's on the way. Like, I really feel like this message of de-stressing, even though this says anxiety, they go hand in hand. But look, who knows how long it will take to get from point A to point B, but point B is coming, okay? It's there, it's already there. Like, it's already there, it's on the way, you're gonna be there, especially because you have this success card. So I do think that some of you may want to do something. You might want to look up like relaxation techniques, okay? Or if there's just something that you really enjoy doing, you know, do it. Like, give yourself that. Like, allow yourself to relax a little bit. You know, do one of your favorite things at this time. Let's go ahead and take this card as well. Isolation. Interesting. I think it's maybe what's going on here. Some of you might need to spend a little bit of time alone here. Yeah, I think some of you maybe want to spend a little bit of time alone here and do some. I think this is about soul searching and having faith that this result here is on the way, okay? This outcome's on the way. Let's go ahead and start to clarify even more now. I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Please do hit that like button and subscribe. Really helps my channel out. So you have the Justice card, you have the Eight of Cups, and you also have the Five of Pentacles. Let's clarify this Five of Pentacles here. Okay, you have the Seven of Cups. Card wanted to come out with the Five of Pentacles. So, Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Interesting. You're in the dark about something. You are in the dark about something here. And this is maybe connected to money and work. For some of you, this might be connected to love. But I think for some of you, if it's connected to love, you feel unworthy of someone. And so the reason I say that is because of the Five of Pentacles, or it's like, I could never be with that person, or, you know, like whatever. Like, you're having those types of things come into your mind here, I feel like. Um, the Seven of Cups can be about anxiety, it can be about feeling overwhelmed and feeling like your energy is spread too thin. Again, I do think some of you need to de-stress a little bit here and, do your favorite thing, like whatever that is, You have this Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from disappointing people or disappointing situations when you get that card. It's interesting, with the fact that it's with the Star card, you're walking away from something or someone here very clearly. And you have the Justice card with the Eight of Wands. Justice is like, look, there's kind of what is it? What am I trying to say here? Cause and effect. Like cause and effect. There is kind of a natural order to everything in the universe. And with the Justice card and the Eight of Wands, it's you've clearly you have good karma. So again, I'm feeling like saying it's on the way. You have the Chariot, you have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Eight of Wands again. So we're just getting this double confirmation here with the Eight of Wands. Again, I keep saying, results are coming in quickly. Could be results from a distance, so phone calls, text messages, letters, emails, social media, all of those sorts of things. But again, this is now being clarified here with the Emperor, which is a major energy of being a boss. It's a major energy of being successful in life. You have this here with the Seven of Pentacles, which is about long-term situations, long-term success, long-term results, in one's life. And this is something that you've worked some time for, or you've worked on for some time here. It can also mark a directional shift in your life, especially as it's being clarified here with the Knight of Wands. You do have the Chariot, which is about victory. Your victory here is assured for you, very much assured here for you in the future. You have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Page of Swords, and you have the Fool. Nine of Wands clarifying, Page of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So we have the Nine of Wands here showing up again. Look, don't give up here, Aquarius. So the Page of Swords is like news of delay. Four of Pentacles here is like hesitancy in some way, and the Nine of Wands it can be about hesitancy as well, but it's more about perseverance. So basically, what I'm saying is this feels like a done deal. Whatever this new beginning is here, because the Fool is a powerful new beginning in one's life. It really only comes forward when you're ready. It's like there are no 100% in life, and of course I can't guarantee anything, right? But it's like this feels like it's a done deal for you, and it feels like it's coming, But in your mind, you have attached a time value to this. Like you're like, it needs to come in November. Well, it might not come till December. And this is I think this is a test from the universe to see if you're patient enough, and if you can sort of like stick it out, is what I feel like saying, because there's something really nice here arriving. You have an incredible reading here, Aquarius. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.